Radio.
They're coming.
Fitzy and Whipper.
Their focus is extremely short.
How have I even got a job here?
On Nova.
Hello, podcasters. Send your messages and shout-outs to the Fitzy and Whipper Instagram page, at Fitzy and Whipper, and you can DM us there. In today's episode, we've got a bunch of puns of clever shops coming up. If you've got some examples, send them through. We've got the Life Improver back, and first up, why didn't you get COVID? The rest of the family got it, but you didn't. The answer may surprise you.
Fitzy and Whipper.
It's fascinating to know, or the people that don't really get COVID. I mean, I haven't got it yet. This is the thing. I don't know if I've had it yet or not, and I may have been asymptomatic. You don't know. And then there's others. There's a dad that there's a dad at the local high school who's got it He's had it 3 times.
Yeah, you can get it more than once, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. And I actually, there's a guy in the States that I know that's had it 5 times in the last 2 years.
He loves it, does he?
So I'm trying to work out, and obviously immunity systems are different in each individual person, but I hear stories, and I'd love to hear from people that, obviously the main place to get it is that you actually get it from home around the family. So if another family member gets it, you're at home. That's why we've got to stay at home from work if you're a close contact. Yep. But then you hear these stories that the whole family getting it except for one family member.
And it's impossible when it's inside the house and someone says, let's say it's mum, and she says, well, I'll just isolate in another room. Give me a break. You've got kids, they're crawling all over you. You've got to go to the bathroom. You've got to use the same toilet, all this sort of stuff. It's impossible for one individual to isolate at home.
Timmy Blackwell, whole family got it. He said he actually nursed his daughter, who she was a bit sick, had a bit of a fever, in his arms for around about 6 hours. The whole family gets COVID. He doesn't get it.
Mate, a guy I know, Michael Wibfley, his whole family got COVID except him. And he made out with his wife the day before she found out she had it. So that was tongue in mouth.
He's iron guts.
Sarah,
you know what I mean?
I thought when Dickie came in here the first time and Richard Wilkins announced, he was one of the first to get it in
The
Australia.
celebrity strain, yep.
He was on Sarah's microphone for 10 minutes and I saw him, he was spitting and he was tonguing that mic.
Yeah.
And I thought, Sarah, when you went back on that mic after Dickie left, I said, you're gone. Absolutely gone. You must have a good immunity system,
Yeah,
Sarah.
safe as houses.
See, there might be a reason why people are immune more than others. A new paper published in the journal Proceedings of the Royal Society B, one of my favourites.
Yeah, good read.
Researchers took photos and blood tests of over 500 volunteers and they found out the more attractive you are, the stronger your immunity to COVID.
That's interesting.
That is just such
I can understand why Fitzy and I are sitting here fairly pretty this morning.
Now, this is
know what I mean.
what we need to do here, first of all, is to go through the team to see who's had COVID.
I mean, I should call my wife and tell her, really. I mean, many have said that she's far more attractive than I am, but as it turns out, COVID-free and good-looking this morning, kids.
Oh,
Excuse me while I pour a whiskey.
but how do you rate? This is the thing, how do you rate beauty? Like, traditionally it's been clear skin, prominent cheekbones, bright eyes, full red lips. That's, throughout history, that's how you've been deemed beautiful.
Yep.
So I don't know.
Hair, no hair.
So,
Can I ask if you have had it? I'm not saying but you didn't really get symptoms. Does that mean you're better looking than
still
someone
ugly.
who got it but got smashed with it? They're uglier.
No, there's
Is
no
that how
fine
it works?
lines.
Okay.
It's A or B here, mate.
Right.
And have you had it?
Ah,
Look at that jaw.
yeah.
thought
Okay, well, it's
so.
a great jaw, but
Look at
yes,
that forehead.
I have tested positive.
Look at the roll on the back of that neck.
Okay, mate.
Did you get it first in the family, MDG?
Charlie did, so that kid's a stinker. and then me second. Bronte hasn't got it yet, so
Hasn't
she's
she?
There you go.
smoking hot.
Oh, my God, the rose.
Gorgeous. Tess in Leppington. Tell us about your husband, Tess.
Hi there. We all got COVID except for my husband. Wow. And he refused to go and sleep in another room. He said, no, I was there last night. I'm going to be there tonight.
Oh.
And he didn't get it.
And is he a good-looking rooster, Tess?
Of course he is.
Oh, silly
there you
question.
go.
This is,
Do you know what they need too? They've got the antibody test coming out. So that's one where it can tell you your antibody level within the system. So if you were going overseas or you thought, do I need to get a booster at all?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, I don't because I've got a 7 out of 10.
I would feel bad, though, booking into the doctor and wasting their time looking for an antibody
I
test.
think they're doing home kit.
You're the home?
really?
Yeah,
like
like
a
rats.
home, like a diabetes. You know, where you prick your finger. People with diabetes, it'll be that sort of.
So
thing.
you'll know. That's exactly right. So
we
you'll
should
know
do an
exactly
on-air
what you've got.
test. See if we ever actually had it.
It'll turn into a party game. Let's do an antibody. Oh, it's like an Uber rating.
Ready to hit the road this summer? It's time to what if it.
Visit whatif.com to plan and book your accommodation, flights, activities, even car hire.
Plus, select hotels are fully refundable. Booking cancellation windows apply.
What if? It's Aussie for travel. Check government advisories before booking and travelling.
Talking about COVID dodgers, people who haven't got it yet, and it's been involved in the house, everyone around them. Jennifer in Jamison Town, can you tell us about your boyfriend?
Hi, guys. Hearing holder 316 reporting for duty.
Well done, Jennifer. Welcome.
You've got 3.5 minutes to chat before it's 7 o'clock, Jennifer.
Okay, so I tested positive for COVID, and my boyfriend and I both had all the symptoms, so he's definitely got it. Waited 4 days for a PCR test. He came and lived with me, slept with me. I was so sick, and he didn't have it at all.
Wow. It's amazing. It's coming at him, and he's just dodged it beautifully.
Is he a good-looking guy, Jennifer?
Well, look, I think so.
Yeah, well, it says that for anyone who's just tuned in, the more attractive you are, the stronger your immunity to COVID. A new study has revealed.
I mean, Jennifer's not saying that he's better looking than her, but it sounds
not
like
sure what it says about my attractiveness, though.
Exactly.
So sorry about that, Jen.
Samantha in Mount Annan, what's your occupation, Samantha?
Hi, I'm a registered nurse.
Yes.
And I work in one of the largest LGAs around, and my whole team and department got it, and I'm yet to get it. I still haven't got COVID.
Oh, one of the great dodgers, Samantha.
So,
yeah, I know.
So it would be around you all day, every day, Samantha. Do any doctors give you a reason why you may have not got it, Samantha?
No, not really. We don't really talk about it, to be honest, at work.
Yeah, of
We
course.
just down up and get through it, go through the motions. But
Samantha, let's.
no.
I want to be blunt here because that's the topic. How hot are you? Give yourself a score out of 10.
I don't know. I always kind of fared myself about a 7.
Which means you're really a 9
Yeah, you could
because
be
you're
a
being
9.
modest and
All
you
right.
sound cute.
Hot
so
people
that's
don't get
good.
COVID. Samantha, congratulations on your looks.
Oh, thank you.
Well
That's your
done.
mum and dad. Well done. Clever store names. That's what we want this morning. 13 24 10. Throw it out there. Complete confusion yesterday when I spoke to my wife and I said, "Where are you, darling?" She said, "I'm at the bus stop." I said, "The bus stop? What's happened?" "Is the car okay? You on the road? Is it flooding?" She said, "No, I'm at the bus stop." Bus stop. Still didn't get it.
Bust stop.
It's the name of a lingerie store or underwear store because I don't think she was buying anything too racy for me or for us. As long as you feel good, I'll feel good if you feel good. It's about you. How do you
Might
feel
be
in
for
that?
someone else
Oh, you
to
do feel
see.
good.
The bus stop.
The
They
bus
say
stop.
as soon as your wife is buying or your girlfriend starts buying lingerie, they're having
Yeah.
an affair. That is a well-known fact.
She was just trying to buy the basics.
Lose a bit of weight, which Lisa doesn't need to, but buy the lingerie because you start to get back
Okay,
into
thanks for the heads up. Yeah, she said they didn't have what I was looking for at Storm in a D Cup.
Oh, yeah, I love that one.
Oh, is that an actual
Yeah,
store?
it is.
Hang on a minute. Stop everything. So you went to Storm in a D Cup and then to the bus stop. Oh, how great are these names?
That is
I
brilliant.
mean, I haven't bought a bra for about a month now, so I didn't realise that lingerie or underwear stores for women had creative names. Like Titanic for the Thai restaurant.
See, this is the
Really
thing.
good gear.
We learnt this when we went into radio, and marketing sits you down, and when you take your promo shot and they put it up on a billboard, and they say to you, "Look, I just got to give you the heads up. When people are driving in their cars with your billboard, they only get like 2 seconds.
2
of
seconds.
you."
It's got to be
You're
punchy.
like, what? And they're like, yeah, 2 seconds. That's all you get. So we need to be catchy. It needs to be really, really quick. And that's why a name like that, a catchy name, can get you sucked in.
Storm in a D Cup.
Because I still remember our favourite restaurant in Adelaide was the Indiana Zone and the Trauma of Doom. And we ate there all the time. I mean, crap food, but geez, I love the name of it.
Especially when I turned up with a whip and a hat on. Do you know what I remember? There was a hairdresser around this corner from where I grew up and had all this sports memorabilia in there. And it didn't even look like a hair salon or a barber shop. And then the name of it was Sports Back and Sides.
See, that's
really good.
That's really
so you could go in there and read articles from back in the day of sporting heroes and get a great looking haircut at the same time. Super clever.
Get involved. Business names that have got your attention. Remember, everyone that gets on the show goes into the running for 50k Fridays. Claudia in Rosebery. What business name did you see, Claude?
I just drove through Rosebery and saw a Thai restaurant called To Thai For.
That's good.
That is really strong.
It's on the edge, though, isn't it?
What do you
Because,
mean?
I mean, if you do get food poisoning.
Yeah, it's to typhoid. It is definitely to die for.
I don't know if I want to tie for this.
I don't know. I mean, it's a good feed, don't get me wrong, but my God, I can hardly breathe.
We've got to continue this because we've been getting some great calls on business names, quirky business names.
Chasing underwear yesterday, my wife went to the B-U-S-T stop after she couldn't find what she wanted at Storm in a D Cup.
Maybe she was looking for a birthday present for you.
That would be very supportive, you might say.
Well, after you got flashed, or you actually got caught with a phone in your car.
I thought it was her. It was my right breast in the photo. Unfortunately, we're a similar size.
Jason in Laylaw Park, what's the funny business name you saw, Jace?
So me and my partner were walking along a back street, and the adult shop was named Cockatoo.
Okay, can see the tie in there.
Very Australian as...
And the slogan was even better. It said, "I bet you've seen a cockatoo before."
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Lovely.
very ostentatious.
Very good. Thanks, Jace.
Arlo's 11 years of age. Good morning, Arlo.
Morning.
What business name did you see?
I saw a vet in Colga called Benny and the Pets.
Benny and the Pets.
Oh, love it.
I love that, Arlo.
That is very good.
Clever name, good for business.
Well done, Arlo. Thanks for
buddy.
your call. Steve in Hornsby. What was the business name you saw, Steve?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Yeah, quite a long time ago, I saw a hair salon called Curl Up and Die.
Yeah, very good.
There was another one that we got called through, which was British Airways. Very good. Very good.
Curl
Thanks,
up and
Steve.
die. David in Tamor. What business name have you seen, Dave?
G'day, guys. Fitzy, this one from your hometown, mate.
Yeah.
It was called Frying Nemo.
Oh, fish and chip shop, Dave.
Frying Nemo.
Yeah. I think it caused a bit of an uproar and they had to change their name from memory.
Yeah, Frying Nemo.
Because all the kids loved Nemo. No one wanted to picture their beloved new Disney character in the bloody deep fry.
That makes me think of fish and chips right now. I could smash a couple of Nemos.
Another one that
sorry.
No, not a
pieces of
Nemo.
flake.
Another one that came through was the fruit shop Dolce and Banana. Very good.
Very, very
Well
good.
done, kids.
People are
Well
very creative.
done.
Tonight, very, very funny. They've got some amazing guests on the front bar as well. It's the All Sports Star Special. It's Channel 7, 8:45. Make sure you tune in. The man behind the show is the magnificent Mick Molloy.
Hello, boys. Thanks for having me back, and don't sell yourself short, Fitzgeraldo. You are on tonight. Who are you talking to on the show tonight?
I'm going to be talking to Whip. This is amazing. She's in her 80s. She's the #1 tennis player in the world.
Wow.
For her age
For
group.
age, yeah.
Not a lot of rushing the net, I'm guessing. Yes, kind of. A lot of baseline rally.
Yeah, her serve to volley isn't all that quick.
No one's jumping the net after the game. You know what I
All
mean?
she's got to do is serve, get it in, and she's won the point.
Call it a day. Call it a day. Okay, so she's in her 80s, so she's on the show.
Yes.
Do you know what I love about the front bar too, Mickey, is the way often you'll do a flashback and you'll go back to a previous performer, athlete, footballer. One thing that's never really appeared or that I've seen is a shot of you in your high school back in the day when your sporting career was quite extensive.
Mount Eliza under 15, best and fairest. Thank you very much.
Did you really?
I was indeed.
What sport?
AFL.
Yep. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was.
It was at the time.
Wow.
So that was
Best
good
and
fun.
fairest.
I played cricket reasonably well.
Okay.
But it's in the schoolyard.
Yeah.
My two pets, Brandy.
Oh, yeah.
I could corky you with a ball from about 40 yards. And don't worry, I was vindictive. I would hunt you down.
Really?
I would get you in the quadrangle and whooshka, bang. Next thing you know.
What a great game, wasn't it, Brandy?
Great? Remember the days? Imagine trying that now. There'd be a letter for everyone would get sent home. What about this one? British Bulldogs. Hello.
Yes.
British Bulldogs used to be the greatest sport ever played anywhere in the world. In the game, everyone used to come in battered and bruised. Imagine that played.
Oh, I know, and it was such a simple game. Get to the other end.
It's
all you got to do,
I
mate.
dare you.
Yeah.
And it was the smallest kid just always got targeted every time.
But with Brandy Mix, sometimes it'd step up because, you wouldn't have a tennis ball and someone would bring out an apple.
An apple?
Yeah.
Or heaven forbid, a cricket ball.
A cricket ball. Then it got
An
serious.
apple? Hang on, or a frozen orange. The frozen orange is always a tough, hard one.
That'll do it. You got Mick Doohan, who is an Australian legend. Actually, just on Mick Doohan, Mickey.
Yeah.
is I don't know how I ended up with Mick Doohan.
Yes.
In Vegas, I ended up at a nightclub with Mick Doohan and the guy that started Manpower, Billy Powers.
Really?
And I didn't know this, Mick, but Mick Doohan's been really successful in business afterwards, and he's got
know that.
nightclubs in Vegas.
What? I love your life. All of a sudden, you're in Vegas with Mick Doohan and the guy who created Manpower.
He was auditioning.
I just want someone to play the Reservoir Dogs music or something as you three are walking down the street. Do you know what I love about Mick Doohan? And there's so much. One of our great sporting champions. And there's so much great footage tonight. You wait till you see it. But he's probably broken more bones than any other athlete in this country. At one stage, his ankle was so mashed, they used to have to throw it over the bike and strap it on. But my favourite, and I've heard this about the MotoGP riders, they break, at some stage they break all the fingers in their hands. Yeah. And what they do is they reset them in the claw position so they can just slide them onto the handlebar.
No, they don't.
I swear that's a
No,
true
they
story.
don't.
I'm going to do it, and it's just so it slips around a 375ml can of beer.
How do you keep that grip, Mick?
How do you keep that grip? You've been double parked for 5 minutes now. Yeah, I can't let it go.
That's my hands.
Mick the Claw.
Hey, guys, I reckon Mick needs another can. How can you tell? Have a look at his hand. It hasn't moved.
They have to remove the last one with the jaws of life.
I mean, when you look back at great sportsmen, though, over the years, Mick, is there anyone that stands out that you admire, maybe poster boy for your wall growing up?
There is. The disgraced ones. Lance Armstrong, Ben Johnson, Tonya Harding. I mean, it's just that will to win at all costs.
Yes.
You can't teach that stuff. There's no better way to get a psychological advantage over your opponent than maiming them with a steel bar. And that, to me, is the spirit of sport. That's what it's all. Higher, faster, stronger, bullshit.
Yep.
Get in there and cheat. That's all I'm saying.
But you know what? This is what I love about the front bar is that these sporting legends come on, and you know what, Mickey? It's always interviews are always serious, and you know what you've done in your career. But we do get these stories out of them, Mickey. I'm so pumped for this. It's the front bar all sport.
Anything else on the show tonight, Mick?
Well, the great Fitzy, of course. We always love having him on the show. He takes it to the next level, and you'll notice we've gone berserk this year. We've upscaled the beer mats. We've got ourselves a pie warmer. We're trying to get Daryl Summers in to sing horses. I mean, this could be the most Aussie show of all time.
All right, front bar tonight, Channel 7. It's on at 8:45. Make sure you tune in. It's the All Sports Star special tonight.
Mick,
love you, buddy. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thanks,
Mick.
We like the Life Improver. How good's the Life Improver? Oh yeah, the Life Improver. Your life improving.
Basically, just life hacks. All right, just, they're basic ones. I got this from The Guardian, had 100 tips just to improve your life going into 2022.
Okay.
Little things like say hello to your neighbours.
Okay, well done on doing research as well.
Sharpen your knives.
Yep.
Buy a cheap blender and use it to finely chop onions. It saves on time and tears.
Oh, interesting.
These are just little life hacks that we
I
need.
thought about chopping onions a different way.
Keep your children's drawings and paintings. Put the best ones in frames.
We do that.
Yep.
Do you?
Yeah, they go on the wall or they go in the frame. We go to Officeworks, $19. You've got yourself a beautiful A4 size frame and you're ready to go.
I've got another one for you. New invention.
Here we go.
The other day I revealed to you guys that I hate spooning. It's uncomfortable and you can't. And if you've got your arm underneath your partner, it goes dead and it's very uncomfortable and painful. So spooning, I'm out. There's a new pillow. So the pillow, they've added an extra one. So have a look at this pillow. You put your arm underneath. There's an extra layer to the pillow. You put your arm underneath the pillow. Your partner comes over the top and is on the pillow, and you can have your arm there without it going,
I think,
losing blood circulation.
As shown in the video, the best part there is if you need a wee in the middle of the night, you can slide your arm out without waking your partner. Doesn't solve the issue you have with a face full of hair, though. If you could get a small divider built into the pillow so you could still breathe but not have your partner's the back of her head in your mouth, that'd be great.
Well, it was always the joke that I had with my mates, with girls that would leave me early in the relationship, and they'd say that they'd chew their arm off to get away from me at the end of the night.
You don't deserve that.
Now the girls don't have to chew their arms off.
Thank God there was all these one-armed women walking around where Fitzy grew up.
13 24 10, get involved. Naomi in Wahroonga, what's your life hack, Naomi?
Set a bedtime reminder and a get-up reminder every day to force good habits.
Okay, so now it sounds funny, but setting yourself a bedtime reminder. But a lot of people do because they get later and later during the week. But if you say I'm going to go to bed at 8:30 tonight, go to bed at 8:30.
Yep. It reminds you to put your devices down to get into bed.
Naomi, do you make your bed every morning?
I do.
That's good. That's another key thing, just to make sure. And your win is when you walk back into your bedroom and see it made. Good on you, Naomi. You're impressive.
Well, and just on that as well, they say that you can still charge your phone, but charge it in another room.
Interesting.
Don't have your phone next to your bed.
But it's your alarm clock.
You don't need it next to your bed. Get an alarm clock, Sarah. They were invented before phones.
Yeah, but no one uses an alarm clock now.
Yeah, I do.
And they're very bright, though, don't you think? When on a digital clock. Whenever I'm in a hotel room, the numbers are really quite bright.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But you can get ones that do just black out.
I think the last thing I would do at night before I go to sleep is make sure that I've turned the volume down on the alarm.
Yeah.
You know, the times where you've needed to have the volume up and then you forget and then your alarm goes off.
No, just leave it on vibrate. That's my new thing. I just put do not disturb on after 8 o'clock.
Do you?
Do not disturb.
Is that why you don't answer my call?
Yeah, it's that.
Tanya in Picnic Point, what's your life hack, Tan?
Morning, guys. How are you?
Strong, Tan.
Really good, Tanya.
That's good. The other week, you had a woman on that was saying about freezing her grapes, so her wine
for
didn't
a
get
wine.
watered down.
Mhm.
Yeah, I go one better than that. Actually, put wine in the ice cube tray.
Oh.
Is that for your water bottle for the gym?
But it doesn't freeze, does it?
It does freeze.
Oh, it does it? Okay.
Wine does freeze. Yeah.
Right.
Wow, so you put in wine ice cubes into your wine so it doesn't get watered down at all.
Correct.
But is that like double strength then? It's like
But the same.
shot.
It's the
No, it
same.
just gives you more.
It's the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you're really committed if you don't want a drop of water in your wine. I mean, keep it out.
But that's why you put ice cubes in whiskey, isn't it? Because you need to put a little bit of water in your whiskey.
Break the spirit.
Yes.
Open it up.
Adam in Peakhurst, life hack, give us one, buddy.
Morning, team. This one's for the new parents of the group. Waterproof mattress protector and a sheet times 2. So
Times
when the kids
two.
times 2. So when the kids do the little wee or a vomit at 2 o'clock, and they will,
Yeah.
you just rip off the top one, and boom, you've got another made set all ready to go. So you don't have to worry
Really
about
clever.
it.
Really
It's
clever.
very
Not
good.
even think about that.
Hey, Adam, just on the kids thing, if I can throw this one in as well, what we do when we take out the nappy bin, right? Instead of just putting one bag in, we leave another empty bag in the bottom. So when you've taken out the full one and you think, oh my God, I need to dump a nappy somewhere right now, you don't have to race downstairs or to another room to get a new bin bag. There's another one waiting right there for you. So
Like you thought of this before.
helping this
I would have
morning.
gone with yours first and finished with Adam's.
Because mine was the strongest. Okay?
Chloe in Penrith.
It's not a competition.
What's your life hack, Chloe? Chloe.
Hey, Chloe.
Chloe, we'll come back to Chloe. Timmy in Bradbury, you got another pillow spooning suggestion for us, Tim.
Yeah, that's right, mate. So it was back to what Whipple was saying about getting a face full of hair, which is an absolute pain in the butt. When you spoon in the messes. Because I sleep with two pillows, so what I usually do is I put the pillow on top of the other one and on top of my wife's hair, so I don't get the face full of hair.
So you've smothered her with a pillow?
Yeah, put it at the back of her head, not the front.
So you're just you're at a height. You're raised. You're raised a lot more than your wife. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. So she sleeps on one pillow, I sleep on two. So I just slide my second one over and then cover her hair. So then you
feels
don't
dangerous.
get the.
Because I've been using like the synthetic plastic skull cap that you use for makeup, hair and makeup when you need to do
Over
a
your
ball back.
face?
No, over Lisa's head.
right.
Swimming cap.
Got you.
Yeah, like a swimming cap says. I've been putting that on Lisa at night, which is really, really handy.
Thank you, everyone, for
My
your call.
God,
You all go in the running for 50k Fridays too. Thank you.
We like the Life Improver. How good's the Life Improver? Oh yeah, the Life Improver. Your life improver.
2 people enter. Only one leaves.
Lock the door.
There's 60 seconds on the clock.
Time to dance.
It's time to play Last Man Standing. A lot of effort goes into designing and engineering Sunbeam products to make life feel effortless. Sunbeam, live more effortless.
Alicia from Box Hill. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Yeah, we're good, Alicia. You had a bit of flooding in Box Hill last night?
Yeah, a bit of flash flooding going on around here. It's not good.
My God, look after yourself and good luck today,
we want to
Alicia.
look after you. We want to deck out your kitchen. We've got $800 to spend thanks to Sunbeam. I mean, that will get you pie makers, waffle makers, reverse grill barbecue.
Oh, that's what we want, the reverse grill.
Oh, Emma in Wollongong, you're up against Alicia. You've just had to drive your kids to school because of the train cancellations, Em. What are the roads like?
Oh, they're terrible, and it's my day off today. It's not how I want to spend my day.
Is there an update on the trains this morning? I know they were running sort of on the half hour yesterday. Says you're across it, are you?
No, they're still the same. It's limited services, but
Limited
still running
services.
on every line.
Oh, Em, how frustrating. Good luck today as well.
Thank you.
Alicia, you're going first. If you get one wrong, power goes over to Emma, whoever has the power at the end of 60 seconds. Sunbeam package is yours. Alicia, your 60 seconds starts now. Carl Stefanovic hosts which morning TV show?
Channel 9.
Oh, no, it's the Today Show, not Channel 9. Over to Emma. Emma, what does a Cuba Libre cocktail? What goes in a Cuba Libre cocktail?
Tequila?
No, it's rum and cola. Back to Alicia. Monte Carlo biscuits come from which brand, Alicia?
Arnott?
Yes, that is correct. In space, astronauts lose their sense of what?
Smell.
Yes. True or false? Bulla is hello in Fijian.
True.
That is true. Who sings the current hit song Good For You?
Ooh, pass.
It's Olivia Rodriguez. Over to Emma. Emma, did the children's TV program Sesame Street debut in the 60s or the 70s?
60s.
Yes, that is correct. How many balls are used in the game of snooker on a full-size table?
Snooker, 14.
No, it's 22. Back to Alicia. Which star sign does someone born on Christmas Day have?
Capricorn.
Yes!
Oh, my God, Alicia, I had no idea. Alicia, congratulations. You're today's winner. $800 to spend at Sunbeam.
Thank you.
Do you know what? I thought she was going to go, and you know what? She gave us a wrong answer. It would have been all Emma's.
Oh, my God, I wouldn't have had a clue. Well done. Great job, Alicia. Thanks for playing, Emma.
Thank you so much, guys.
I love you so much. A lot of effort goes into designing and engineering Sunbeam products to make you feel effortless. Sunbeam, live more effortless. Secret codes that you use in the industry. I love this stuff.
You know where you hear a lot of this? Airlines.
Do they?
Yeah, where they have like Bob, best on board, talking about who's hot, the passengers on the plane. Oh, row 36D. Cutie.
What?
They do a lot of that gear.
Well, it's okay. So we know butchers have their own jargon as well that they use as well. Now, this if you've got if there's code that you use for customers or clients, 13 24 10, get involved because I need to hear from you. Now, this is a doctor. There's a new show coming out, which apparently on the BBC. And they actually take phrases from doctors and what they use for some of the patients that come in.
Yeah, right.
And when it's an emergency situation and you're yelling things out really quickly, you've got to be on the ball. Now, I think this one is well known, but they will yell out, Parfo! Parfo!
What's Parfo?
Well, Parfo is pissed and fell over.
Oh.
And there's a lot of that in emergency.
Yeah,
with
fair
a lot of
enough.
people late at night coming in, and so they will yell out. And I don't think that is as bad as another emergency. So when you hear Parfo,
right, Parfo's
you put them
okay.
in the Parfo section, let them sober up a little bit, and then you go and tend to their needs.
Okay.
This is actually an interesting one. The Eiffel Tower syndrome. If you hear a doctor yelling out Eiffel Tower, Eiffel Tower, Eiffel Tower, it means I fell. I fell. Now, it's one of those... Apparently, doctors get this a bit where people come in and go, there's something stuck in my body and I fell.
I fell. We got an Eiffel Tower. Oh, yeah.
So when you
How
hear
did that deodorant can end up in there?
So if you're in an emergency section and you hear a doctor say there's someone here with Eiffel Tower syndrome,
Awesome.
you know that there might be something up their bum.
How embarrassing.
Just awesome. Yeah, there's a spoon up there for some reason.
Wineria. When someone just can't stop complaining and moaning a lot, that means they've got wineria.
Yeah.
And this must be an American one because if a doctor comes in and goes, can someone go and review Mrs. Buckstar, means someone needs to go and get a coffee order from Starbucks.
Right, but you need to still sound professional.
Yep.
Yep.
Right.
So can someone go and review Mrs. Buckstar?
Buckstar, please, immediately.
I'll have a large latte.
This
while
is an
you're there.
emergency. Make it a grande.
13 24 10, get involved. Jess in Liverpool, what's the code you use to describe your clients?
So usually we use, I'm a physiotherapist, so if there's anything that's pretty painful, we're usually describing them as yellow flaggy because they've got a lot of yellow flag psychological issues.
Oh, God. Okay.
Probably feels a bit obvious, doesn't it? Yellow flaggy.
They don't pick it up at all, Jess?
Not usually, but like we're usually describing them behind their back, not usually in front of the client.
Just a little yellow flag sticker in the book next to the name.
Jess, as a physio, I would love to know, because we all know people that can't take the pain, but have you got some clients that you can just dig your elbow in as hard as you can and they don't moan at all?
A lot of the time, like most clients are like, "I'll go as hard as you can," and they can take it pretty well. But the ones that usually say, "Oh, I've got the best high pain threshold," usually can't take any pain.
Can't take any pain at all.
Thanks, Jess. Appreciate the call.
This is great. Ellie in Southern Highlands, what code would you use in your retail job, Ellie?
So when we had someone attractive come into the store, we used to call service 69.
Okay.
Awesome.
And that was taught from management down, was it, Ellie?
Oh, no.
Because when I was at Franklin's No Frills as a checkout chick, clean up in aisle 3 meant that there was security to aisle 3. They used to do that all the time over the speaker, security to aisle 3, and that would scare off all the shoplifters.
Yeah.
There was never any security in the store, ever. But you would hear security to aisle 3 all the time over the speaker.
Wow. Any in the radio industry?
Oh,
What do you reckon? I mean, Tom, quite often you're right next to someone's name, prize.
No, we
You
don't.
kinda have-
We don't do that.
You have, or quite often you'll refer to some of the music on the show, Tom, as
terrific.
Terrific, yeah.
What codes do you use in your industry? This is, explaining clients or customers to someone else that you work with. We found out that doctors, if you hear a doctor say someone's got Eiffel Tower syndrome, that means Eiffel, Eiffel. So usually they've got something maybe in their body. They fell over at home and they don't know how it got up there.
Fell over in the kitchen.
I just got a text from my golf coach. She used to tell me I had a loft issue with my golf swing.
Yep.
And I was like, "Oh, what's a loft issue?" Thinking something to do with the way I hit the ball. He's like, "No, mate. When you have a loft issue, you have a lack of effing talent. That's what we're talking about."
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Peter in Alexandria, what's the work code, Pete?
Hey guys, I've got a few quick ones for you in the car industry.
Yep.
We've got kicker for the person that's not buying a car.
So they just they just kick around,
kicking tires.
Kicking around. We've got Woody for the guy that pays retail, so Wood Duck.
Yep.
And we've got Eddie, so that's the guy that everyone always brings that knows everything about a car, that knows F4. So Eddie the expert's here.
Eddie the expert. Oh, hey guys, we've got an Eddie over here.
Plenty more that I can't tell. But
Yeah, I bet you do. Thanks, Pete. Appreciate it, buddy.
Aaron in Leppington, what did your workmate use to describe clients with?
Morning, guys. How are you?
Yeah,
Good, Aaron.
That's all right. Yeah, so I worked with the guy, and he came up with this thing. So we're security techs, and if he got asked a stupid question, he would say, sounds like an ID10T fault.
Yeah.
And ID10T, have a think about it.
ID10T.
10T. No, go on.
No.
It's idiot. Idiot. Yeah, ID. Yeah, 102.
So the client would ask a silly question. He'd go, it sounds like an ID10T fault. And then they go, oh, no, is that bad? We're like, oh, no, it's a pretty quick fix.
Yeah. The problem is with you. Thanks, Aaron. Love it, buddy.
That's very good. Liz in Harrington Park. What was the code, Liz?
Oh, hi, I'm a nurse. We love our patients, but sometimes people can be difficult.
Go on, Liz.
PTF, pillow to face.
Oh, jeez.
TBR for total body rot.
Oh, no. This is full on,
Or
Liz.
PIA for pain in the AA.
Yeah, see, but Liz, you gotta have these codes to keep yourself going sometimes, don't you?
We do, yes.
Pillow to the face.
If you've got a nurse or a doctor that's saying this stuff and then having a chuckle afterwards, you know it's code.
As they just walk out of the room laughing.
Fiona in Crow's Nest, what's the work code?
Oh, I'm also a nurse, and we worked on a maternity ward, and if someone had a baby that looked a bit weird, we'd call it an FLK, as in a funny-looking kid.
Oh, we got an FLK on Ward 3. That is, I mean, what happens if there's someone else in there that is a nurse and you don't realise, Fiona, and then you go, we've got an FLK here, FLK.
Imagine that mother.
And they go, what? How dare you?
The mother leaving the hospital going, okay, honey,
Yeah,
what's...
we don't put her over the loudspeaker.
No.
Between us, behind the mask,
Yeah.
Oh, you would have a lot of FLKs in your industry.
God, be out of control. Thanks, Fiona. Love that.
Oh my God, that's what I was saying watching maths last night. So, okay, we need to work this out because I don't know. If you have watched the show over the past few years, even if you've just tuned in here and there, like, if you're going on the show, when they bring out the honesty box, fair dinkum.
My God, lie.
Just play a straight back.
Yep.
Get your eye in. You don't need to hit a boundary or hit a 6 straight away.
You're yelling.
Just play a straight back lie. So the number one question... Do you find me attractive?
Yes.
Am I your type?
Yep.
You know what? Even if they're not your type, an answer like this, it's basic, but you can get away with it.
I think you are good looking. I would say, but you're not my usual type.
See, he's happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good looking.
She's
All
calling
right,
that ugly.
I can walk away from that and say, you know what? We can learn to love each other.
Yeah, get to know my type.
Sarah, you can't answer, am I your type?
I know.
Like this.
You're not my usual type. Don't want to sound mean, because I do think there's potential, but I don't think I'm attracted to you yet.
Okay. Well, I am attracted to you.
Okay.
So that makes one of us at least.
Was that Dion?
Sarah, you can't.
It's okay. Like, they don't know each other well enough. I don't reckon I'd be attracted to someone that quickly.
No, but then you get to know them.
Yeah, but
and
that's
all
what I
of a
mean.
sudden-
That you give them a little more time.
Do you know what, though? This is the thing. You're on the show. Okay, even if she's not attracted to the guy, you've got a camera in your face.
Yeah.
You're there for the next couple of months.
Yeah, the nation's watching.
Filming.
Yeah, but
how do you come back when someone says to you, you're not my type, and I'm not really attracted to you yet?
She said, yeah, that's the difference. It's not like where they put the cards down and then put their partner at the bottom of the pile of attractive women on the show. That's insulting.
See,
But to say, I'm not there yet, but, I'm still
I want to see
in
the guy
this.
go over the top. Am I attracted to you? Yeah, you are the hottest thing I've ever seen. You make Miranda Kerr look ugly.
No, that's
where I'd be going. I'd be
just
overcooking it big time.
No, do you know what you say? You are gorgeous.
You are gorgeous. You're the most beautiful girl in the world.
That doesn't mean physical attraction as
Yep,
well.
could
That
be
could
internal
mean you're
beauty.
a gorgeous person.
Yeah, your spirit is sensational.
It's just simple.
It comes so easily to you two.
No,
we're a natural gift on this. We'd be
Lies.
fine on this show.
No, actually, I would
artists.
be a mess.
I'd stumble, I'd fall. Can we bring up another point? And this is one of the new relationships on the show, Kate and Matt. Look, I think Matt is a really nice guy. And Matt's prepared and knows how to handle himself in tricky situations. He also presents really well. And they had a hot date last night. And then Matt asks this question to Kate.
When was the last time you were with someone?
So basically, I've pretty much, I've dated a lot of guys, but I've never actually had like an actual serious relationship. Like, I've never had anyone call me their girlfriend. I've never been in love. Yeah, so I guess you could say I don't do that well in the dating department or the relationship department. So yeah.
She blinked and he'd left the table.
Oh,
That's not a turn off, is it?
Well,
I've never had someone... Why? Why do you make that face?
Oh, well, I just feel like you would hope someone has, one, a little bit of experience, and second to that, I think, Sarah, you question then why. I mean, there's always... Some people have different reasons to why they've never found love, and it might be that you're too picky and you're waiting for the right one, or that you're not great in a relationship and you need to have a look internally.
But hang on, what is it suddenly okay? What if they'd said, well, I've been divorced 4 times?
Doesn't matter.
Well, see, it doesn't matter, and they've had a lot of love, but you're going to punish the person who hasn't found love?
Well, the fact
when the
that she had...
defects,
They haven't...
by your explanation, in both would be equal.
haven't got to the point. No, it wouldn't be equal because you haven't
Well, they're
got
just
to that
different
point
versions.
of love before.
Well, but
like
see-
at least the person divorced understands, feels and has experienced, grown and learnt from their past relationships. She hasn't learnt from any past relationships because she hasn't had any.
But she might have crippling self-esteem problems. That doesn't
could
make
be.
her unlovable. That
No.
just means
Well,
there's
it's-
something
That's why
there
she needs to
work
look
with.
inside.
And the best way to get over crippling self-esteem problems is to go on national television and watch it and let everyone watch you
Yeah,
do
but
it.
when you get pushed to a limit, I can understand.
And
That's really sad.
It is sad, and he handled it beautifully. He said, thank you so much for telling me that, because that's hard for you to share. But I kind of... when she sort of fell into this default answer at the start, what was the first thing she said? Still got it there, Leno?
When was the last time you were with someone?
So basically, I've pretty much, I've dated a lot of guys.
Not really.
But I've never actually had,
No.
an actual serious relationship.
Oh, well, she's still out there.
She's out there having dates, mate.
Yeah.
That's all right, but she hasn't found a relationship.
Yeah, and you can't encourage vulnerability and then punish someone for it.
No,
it's
just
horrible.
What I was upset with was she had a preconceived, if that's the correct word, answer. She had a rehearsed answer to give because this is obviously the first time she hasn't been questioned about her relationship. So she knows what to say as sort of the first line to jump to. And then, as we dig a little deeper, we found out that she's never been loved and never loved.
But she gets out there, obviously.
Yeah, but I want her, Sarah, to love herself first.
Oh,
then she can share it with Matt. 13 24 10.
Oh, you talk just as much sense as the experts.
I would love to be an expert on that show.
But you're not.
I'd love to be.
Well, I reckon you've...
Channel 9's listening.
But just by watching it, you're qualified, mate.
Do you know what I love too when you watch the experts? You can tell in the edit that they weren't watching the dinner party.
No.
And they've just got them on a couch in a room for half an hour at some stage and they've just filming.
Cutaways.
All right, guys, we're going to film the reactions now.
No,
we haven't seen it. What happens? Don't worry about it. Just give me a ooh.
There'd be a lot of, because they're not, you're right, they're not actually watching it. There'd be a lot of, okay, guys, David's about to walk into the room and they go, oh, here's David. Look what he's wearing, chinos.
Okay.
They're not watching David.
Okay, now just give me some generics. Give me I wouldn't have said that. I tell you what, I wouldn't have said that at this stage of the night. Just great edit, guys. We've got that. Off you go.
Lights, camera, clarity.
Ooh, Sarah. Kate McKinnon stars as Carol Baskin in the brand new Stan exclusive series, Joe vs. Carol, premiering March 4, only on Stan.
Says Rosie O'Donnell, this is a bit awkward.
She put up this video apologising to Nick Jonas and his wife Priyanka Chopra, who's obviously a famous actress.
Stunning.
Yeah, beautiful. And I don't know, have a listen to why she's apologising and what she's had to say about it.
Seated next to us was Nick Jonas and his wife, someone Chopra, which I always assumed was Deepak Chopra's daughter. So when I said, hi, I know your dad, she goes, you do? And I'm like, Deepak. She's like, no, and Chopra is a common name. I felt so embarrassed. All right, so Nick Jonas, I apologize, and to the Chopra wife, I apologize too.
I mean, it would help if you learnt her name before you do the apology rather than calling her someone Chopra and the Chopra wife or the Jonas wife. It's not very smart of her. Priyanka Chopra's dad was a very famous surgeon. Apparently, he passed away a few years ago from a very aggressive form of cancer. So it's not really a funny matter. But you know what? In Rosie's defence, maybe she just
went,
know
yeah.
that.
I mean, it's a tough one.
Famous surname.
A similar surname. You would laugh it off, wouldn't you?
Maybe. I think if in your apology you actually used Priyanka as her first name rather than someone Chopra or...
Sensitive with his passing as well, I would have thought.
Any other famous McGilvrays?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Who?
Well, the
Deepak McGilvray?
You're an idiot. We're not going down this road.
Who's the famous McGilvray?
The cricket commentator. It's not for your generation, your parents.
That's right, yes. And there is a relation? No.
Yes.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, Steve.
Stevie McGilvray.
Stevie, yeah. Actually, you laugh. I think he was a photojournalist for a local paper.
Was he?
Used to ask me about a Stevie all the time, and I was like, no,
Any other famous Ivies?
Oh, God.
Coolio has the same surname as me.
Wow. Oh, I thought so. You guys look identical.
His real name is Artis Leon Ivy, spelled Ivy. Right.
Is he your brother?
Uncle?
Your very distant uncle, yes.
Right.
Okay.
Gangster's Paradise, obviously. About me.
Yeah.
Let's go elsewhere with this. So Tom Holland, all right, we know he's a big star. I mean, he might be young, but he's absolutely in the biggest films. He carries a lot of weight at the moment. The thing is, he's revealed he pitched a movie to a movie company and he thought they'd jump at the idea because it's awesome and he's sort of behind it. Anyway, it turns out he was very quickly shut down.
And I just thought it would be really exciting to see how James Bond becomes James Bond. Sure. So I pitched this idea for a movie which is essentially you wouldn't tell the audience that it was a James Bond movie until the end, but from a marketing point of view, that's a nightmare. That just doesn't make any sense.
Right, and you would never be able to keep that secret.
No, mate. If I got cast as Bond, I'd be like, I am James Bond, tweet.
I think I might be on the bandwagon.
Well, let's
make him Bond.
Pre-Bond is not bad.
Not bad at all.
What, like James Bond growing up?
Yeah, or how he, because
as a teenager.
You didn't investigate how he became James Bond, but then in one of the films, the one where Judi Dench died, was that Skyfall? You got to see a bit of his childhood because they went back to his home.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
So, yeah.
There he is at sort of the age of 7 with a toy Aston Martin, just driving around.
Well, it could
really fast with guns coming out of the
Could
front.
we do I was going to say post-Bond. Could Daniel Craig come back? Because, you know, Bond...
Grandfather Bond.
I reckon he would have died 58 times. He always comes back at some stage. You know, like a Liam Neeson in Taken, or Denzel Washington does a lot where they would come back and they've still got the skills.
Yeah.
But they're in their 80s.
We're going to need you back.
I
It's an
reckon
emergency.
Daniel Craig with the missiles sort of cemented that it wasn't
What do
just
you
a
mean?
rogue bullet.
I reckon he may have jumped into the water, Tom.
What do you mean? What do I mean? If it's
Says-
really still a spoiler for anyone.
Do not say any more. There's a lot of people that haven't seen the latest James Bond.
You've taken
There's a
6
lot
months.
of people to see it haven't seen it. Tom, have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it just the other day.
Thank God. See what I mean?
Well,
Hold
let's
tight on the
just
ending.
say that COVID finally catches up to him.
Imagine that.
He gets a bad cough and he's gone.
He's on a respirator. It's really boring him.
Finally, guys, Michael Bublé has just an hour or so ago confirmed that he's having a 4th baby. So he and his wife, obviously you guys spoke to him about his new song. The film clip was leaked to TMZ, and in it, the wife is in it, and she has a pregnant belly. So everyone said, okay, she's having baby number 4, so that rumour started yesterday. He has just put up a photo saying, oops, I did it again, and it's the kids all kissing her belly. So confirming baby number 4 is on the way.
That is great.
Did he meet his wife in a film clip, sir?
No, she's an actress, though.
Right, got you.
Okay.
He's been in lots of his film clips.
Yeah, he's in most of his. Yeah.
Because when he said to us the other last week when we spoke to him, he kept winking, saying there's an announcement to come. So we were kind of first on that one.
Oh, I know.
First
mate.
The Fitzy and Whipper Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.